I'm Anton.
I was playing games in my room like always, when suddenly... My mom was standing at the entrance glaring at me with a terrifying look on her face. Mom? I'm home! Right at that moment, my younger sister came back home from work and... Ugh, I'm so freaking tired. I've just been working overtime all the time recently.
You're working so hard as usual, Harumi. You should be proud of yourself.
My younger sister Harumi, who's 2 years younger than me, works at a big-time corporation. She's what some people could call a genius. She's always putting in a set amount of money into the house. My name is Aya Koyama. My younger sister is incredibly distinguished, but I am just a regular shut-in without any job that plays games all day. I have no income at all, and consequently, my mom only ever compliments the crap out of my younger sister. I mean, I can't say I blame her. A few years ago, I got very mentally ill due to some workplace relationship complications at the job that I found working right out of college. Society doesn't need me at all. Ever since then, I just started shutting myself in my house and not leaving, but I talked about it with my mom to see if she could give me some advice, but...
You're going out into society to be a functioning member of the workforce. It's to be expected. How are you planning on being a grown-up when you can't even overcome that?
Not only did my mom not express any kind of understanding or sympathy, she actually scolded me for not putting up with it.
All right, bye. I'm going out to a cafe with Harumi, huh?
Bye-bye! It's been 10 years since my father passed away. I didn't have a single person on my side after that. I wanted to leave this house as soon as possible, but I didn't have any confidence to be able to go out and live on my own when I was an outcast to society.
I pulled the winning card when getting Harumi. You were just a failure. You're like a one-star super common trash character.
That's hilarious, Mom. I love it. Ugh. Mom often likes to try to compare herself to some kind of gotcha machine, and she always talks about how I'm just a bad gotcha. I wonder if it doesn't upset her when she says that about her own daughter. That's not it either.
Hurry up. Go somewhere and hide.
Welcome! Every time that someone came over, she would try her best to keep my existence a secret from everyone. Can I come out now?
I'm freaking embarrassed! There's a jobless freak in my house.
Mom cared a lot about how society and those around her saw her, so I was just someone that was a taint on her perfect reputation. Huh? Where's my dinner?
Oh, I've completely forgotten to make some for you.
On top of that, my mom.
Oh dear, I wonder if I'm starting to go senile.
I would notice that from time to time, she would be trying to wipe my very existence out of her memory. Oh, come on, Mom. Who cares? People who don't work don't get to eat.
That's so true, though.
And every time I saw their attitude towards me, I could feel myself getting hurt more and more.
I'm joking. Here, go buy some food for yourself with this.
Thank you, Mom. I knew that this wasn't okay to just live this way, but... there's no way that I can just leave. But the truth is that I was really scared about going out in the real world and finding a real job. I didn't have the courage to do it. It can't be helped. This is just my life. I did my absolute best to minimize the amount of trouble that I caused the two of them, so I made sure to spend the least amount of money that I could. But I just couldn't bring myself to stop playing games. My dad used to work at a game company, and he was actually at the dawn of the gaming age. He used to be an engineer, which was pretty rare for that day and age. I used to play games on my dad's lap back in the day.
I can't really do this, Dad.
It's okay, Aya. You just need to give it another shot. Trial and error is how things work in the world. If you just don't give up after the first few tries and keep pushing forward, you'll eventually get better.
That day, I remember what my dad had told me when I played games with him. I cannot keep doing this. I decided to retry everything again. Please, I need you to loan me some money. I want to move forward. I had made up my mind to go to a mental clinic. I was going to get treatment for my fear of people and try to find a job to work at. I just had to get out of this situation, or I couldn't support this house either. I'm begging you. I will never say anything selfish ever again. I promise you that I will return the money to you. I begged my mom from the bottom of my heart that I needed this. This was the first time that I had ever asked her for money, and it would also be the last time I ever asked her for money. I really tried to change my life. I was serious about making a change, but...
Don't you dare be so spoiled.
Huh?
How much money do you expect me to spend on you, huh? Food expenses, utilities, and for you, the electricity bill. Do you realize that it costs money to just be alive?
I know, that's why I'm trying to change.
But you don't struggle at all, and you just eat free food. You should seriously learn a thing or two from Harumi. You are seriously just such a disappointment. A failure.
Just like I figured, my mom didn't understand my situation. Not only that, but she began to lecture me, and it actually made me feel even worse than before. I know that, Mom. I already know that, Mom!
Then why don't you freaking work?
Because! I've tried to explain it to my mom time and time again, but that wasn't a problem to my mom. It was just me being spoiled. I don't want to spend any more money than I already am to take care of Sis! It's so annoying!
I know, you poor thing, Harumi. You're working so hard and putting so much of your income into this house.
Then, I ended up having to pay for my electricity bill on my own from that day forward. However, I had no money at all. I couldn't even play games to try to maintain mental health, so I just sat in a dark room in the fetal position. A few days later...
Aya, where do you think you're going?
I'm leaving this house. I decided to just leave the house.
Leave the house? Where are you going?
Goodbye. I knew that I couldn't be here for any longer than I already have. My mom and younger sister both seemed surprised at me leaving the house, but they didn't try to stop me from leaving, so it actually made me even more upset. I didn't turn around a single time before leaving my house. 5 years later...
Excuse me, I'm from the handyman company, and I have an appointment with the CEO of this company.
Oh, I'm the CEO.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, how rude of me. Oh, crap, this was careless of me. I thought that she was a part-time worker here. I didn't realize that the CEO of the company, Over Technologies Company Limited, that produces numerous hit products, was this young woman.
It's totally fine. People are often surprised when they see me. 5 years earlier, when I had left my house, I went to the old gaming company that my father used to work at without much expectation at all. Coincidentally, I was able to talk to an older man who supposedly worked under my father when he still worked here, and he ended up hiring me on the spot. On top of that, he actually was the CEO of the game company that my father worked for. Afterwards, with the aid of the gaming company CEO, I went independent. I started a gaming company on my own called Over Technologies. Luckily, all of the games that we produced and published were all huge hits. Within 2 years' time, the company sold several tens of millions in revenue, and I am currently one of the youngest female CEOs of the country. I'm so sorry, Alex-san. This whole thing could have been done remotely today, but I just figured that meeting you in person and talking about it now would be so much faster.
Oh, please, don't worry about it.
After that, I was met with incredible warmth from people and was able to get over my fear of people. I was able to start going to a clinic regularly to help and was even able to start feeling joy with meeting new people. So the reason that I wanted your help today was because we are currently developing a next generation software that we want to implement soon. This software is going to be designed to understand the user's mental condition to directly have feedback in the gameplay. I was really hoping you could give us a hand.
Sure, Bob. If there's something I could help with, I'll absolutely do it.
However, I do need to apologize. I've actually got to go step out for a few minutes, so...
I knew it. She's an incredibly busy person.
Hey! Fred-kun! This is Fred-kun. He's a newbie that joined us recently.
Nice to meet you.
I want to show you Alex-san here around the office. He's the handyman that I was telling you about. I'll go ahead and finish up the work while you're doing that.
Yes, ma'am, understood. This is the conference room, and wow, this is incredible.
A few minutes later, I brought Alex from the handyman company in the room with some of our coworkers and began out conferencing about the next product, but alright, I'll go ahead and try test playing it first.
Be gentle with it, Koyoma-san. The other day, the CEO pointed out this bug that no sane human being would ever encounter. Talk about a pain in the butt for the devs, huh?
Oh, is there a problem with that, Fred-san?
This workplace is so chill and relaxed.
Right at that moment.
Well, well. It's been a minute, hasn't it, Aya?
Huh?
Wow! Look at all this. What a magnificent building you have your office in.
A single woman showed up in my office. Mom? What? It was my mother in the flesh.
You were so much more superior than Harumi.
Huh? 5 years since I had ran away from my house, my mother, who hadn't tried to contact me once in that time, showed up out of the blue in my office.
Anyway, looks like you're still pulling this otaku kind of crap, huh? And it would seem that everyone around you is also just all otaku-looking folk.
What did you come here for? I'm in the middle of work right now.
I've actually started going to computer classes recently, you know. Then I found an internet article about you. Apparently, you are the CEO of some big company, huh?
That's right. My mother had found out that I'd become the CEO of a company and was wealthy now. She came over like nothing ever happened. So what? It's got nothing to do with you anymore, Mom. Then my mother...
You can come back to our house now. I give you permission to return.
What? She started saying something that didn't make any sense at all. You'd be so much happier if you lived with Mom, right? Are you after the money? Why don't you just ask Harumi for her money or something? Don't just show up and ask me for help after all these years.
Well, that very same Harumi in question ran out of the house after getting married.
Apparently, my younger sister had gotten married and moved out of the house. She didn't even send her older sister a wedding invitation.
She got pregnant right away and then started saying that she wanted to spend her money on kids from now on. She stopped putting money into the house completely after that. I don't believe it. I used to take such great care of her before.
Mom seemed to be pretty furious about this whole series of events.
Then, I just happened to run into an article about you. And that's why it was the perfect timing. I don't have to worry about starving from now either. Mom was so worried about what she'd have to do after Harumi left.
She really doesn't want to work for herself, huh?
Come on now. Let's go home together, Aya. As long as you put money into the house, you can play as many games for as long as you want. They say that you should hone your skills on things that you love. You are successful, and I've always felt so glad for cheering for you this whole time.
Hey.
What the hell? What do you think you're doing to your own mother?
You better cut the shit, you terrible old hag. I was so mentally sick and you didn't offer a single helping hand to me when I was begging for help. You even tried to take the one last thing that I liked and was keeping me sane. That was you!
Ugh.
And now that Sis has left, you're just changing your tune and coming back to ask me for help? I'd completely lost it in front of my coworkers. I have stopped thinking of you as my mother from the day that you took everything from me. I had no breaks left after the horrible behavior that my mother was displaying, but...
I need you to believe me. Look into my eyes. Do you see a single inkling of maliciousness in there?
Huh?
Yes, I agree that I think some of the things I did to you wasn't right, but I still felt like I wanted to live with you. I tried to ignore all of the shame and come here to welcome you home. If you're going to live with me, then you don't need to give me a single penny, because I love you from the bottom of my heart. You are my important daughter that I gave birth to while in tremendous pain.
I couldn't stop myself from crying when this happened. For these 5 years, things were going great, but things were also very tough. Some part of me still wanted family, a place that I could relax.
You finally understood how I feel about the whole situation, huh? Come on now, Aya. Let's live together. There's no way that you can easily erase the love you have for your real mother. No matter how much you scream and pout, you're still just my plaything. There's nothing that you can do about how we are kin. If she lives with me, then it's easy peasy from there. I don't have to worry about things from now on.
Right at that moment.
Doubt!
Huh?
I don't know how long you've been practicing that horrible act, but you can't fool me or the data.
Huh? Is this? Fred-kun then showed me all the financial transaction records from my mom.
I went back several decades to track everything. She's got an insane amount of debt!
So what? What's the problem with that?
Mom definitely lied to me about how she loved me. She had borrowed plenty of money from a variety of consuming financing services. She was deeply in debt.
She was probably just trying to say the right thing to get you to agree with her, so that she can get you to cover the debt.
My mom really had wanted to come after my money after all.
I'm going to go home for today.
My mom was trying to run away, acting like she hadn't just been hiding something from me, but...
What the hell? I can't open it. Why won't this door open?
Ugh. Sorry, I've actually got ahead and accessed this building security system and locked every single exit from the building.
Huh?
Oh, and I've also called the police on you for trespassing.
What the hell is wrong with you lot? Let me out already.
You can tell the detailed story to the police. Yeah, you'd be much better suited with a cellmate than living with a daughter.
Fred Kun and Alex Kun both immediately saw through her horrible trickery and cornered her. My mother was then arrested for trespassing into our business offices and was taken away by the police. You should talk to your mother once everything calms down.
There are things outside can heal.
Yeah, thank you, Alex Kun. But man, Fred Kun, huh? He had incredible skills and a really good tech. I wonder who he is. I continued to work with my passion and had a lovely life.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Come back again for more, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.